Ladies, stop sucking it in. I'm Coach Vic, and I'm here with the Barbell Beauties today to talk about correct abdominal breathing for specifically weightlifting. Okay, so when we have new clients in the gym or when I take on new training clients, the biggest problem they have, or the thing they find most difficult at the beginning, is thinking about how to breathe correctly. Now, you would think something that we do passively all day, every day, such as breathing, that it would be something easy that we just know how to do. But when it comes to weightlifting, most people do not breathe correctly. So today we're going to talk about what breathing correctly is and give you some tips to do that. All right, so let's talk about our core or torso, this whole area from my armpits down to my hips, okay? When I'm taking a breath in, I'm increasing the volume of this area. I'm putting something into it, which is air. When we put or fill something, it gets bigger, not smaller. So when I breathe in, this should expand, not shrink. This makes no sense, okay? This is chest breathing, and this is not filling the torso. So if you think about it as a plastic bottle, this plastic bottle is full of air, okay? This is my torso. This plastic bottle does not bend easily, okay? It's got pressure inside that stops me from changing the shape of it, okay? If I take off the lid and the air can escape, this is not what you want to happen to your torso or your spine when you're lifting weights. So how do we stop this from happening? We fill this with air. So when we are squatting or deadlifting, we do not want to buckle like this plastic bottle. Okay, we want to create strength throughout our core so that we can handle that heavy weight. So what we want to do is when we breathe in, we want to expand a full deep breath 360 degrees around. Now the first thing you can do to check in and practice this is just pop your thumbs into the side of your tummy by your belly button and pop 2 fingers down here. Now, as I breathe in, I want to push out into my fingers. Now, that's step 1. But for many of you that are used to, like I said, sucking it in, you're actually going to find that quite difficult, and it's gonna fry your brain a little bit. So that's the first place where we start practicing. Many of you might use weightlifting belts when you're lifting. Again, the purpose of this, it is not a corset. The purpose is not to suck you in. The purpose of a weightlifting belt is to have this feedback, to have something to push against. So when you put a belt on, that's giving you something that you're able to push against and feel that you're filling your core. Okay? Another exercise that we can do to practice this is using a kettlebell. Okay? So I want you to lie down. You're going to take a kettlebell and put it below your belly button, okay? As I breathe in, I'm going to try to push the belly button and the kettlebell up. Using this exercise before you do any weightlifting is a great way to center yourself, get yourself present for your weightlifting session, focus and hone in on your breathing, and also warm up those inner core muscles. Okay? Once you got that down, the breathing, then we can think about bracing. Okay? So if I'm doing a squat, I'm going to take a breath in. I'm then going to brace down as if someone's going to punch me, and then initiate my squat. Okay? We're going to show you some real life application of this with a barbell on my back. So as I'm getting ready to lift a heavy weight, I'm going to take a deep breath in, brace, and then go into my lift, okay? Right, so today's video was a brief introduction into diaphragmatic breathing, okay, and how to breathe and fill 360 degrees here. In our next video, we'll be giving you more content, bringing you more tips and tricks on how to breathe and how to brace effectively for different kinds of lifts, okay? When we talk about breathing and bracing, holding our breath, not holding our breath, breathing in as we go down, out as we come up, there are lots of different recommendations, and it's dependent on if you're lifting lightweight, heavyweight, if you have a history of high blood pressure, if you've recently given birth. All of these have different recommendations, so never just watch a video and follow it without thinking about your own personal situation. In our next video, we're going to talk more about the bracing element and give you some more tips and tricks for strengthening your breathing muscles and adding the kilos onto your lifts.